For those who don't know, Brookhaven updated and launched these 4 cars, and they are really incredible. It also launched this item on the right, which is the totally secret item. And today, I want to check with you all the secrets that were launched with the update, but this friend of mine is coming here running, and I don't know why he arrived here suddenly, but he simply crashed into my car, and now my car is moving by itself. But for those who don't know, this is part of the update. The cars simply move by themselves. But this friend of mine is right here, and he said, this motorcycle is the worst motorcycle of all. That is really true. This motorcycle here is very ugly, and it is also very bad. And my friend is coming here, and he crashed into the motorcycle. You can see that this moves by itself. Literally, if I get this Roblox motorcycle, it can move by itself. Now my friend left here, and this other friend of mine came to the motorcycle. But for those who don't know, if I start driving this and simply get off the motorcycle, it starts moving by itself. And that does not make sense. But guys, apparently he is coming back here, and he jumped off the motorcycle, and I can get into the motorcycle while it is moving. So I want to do a very important test. And for that, my friend will have to help me. Now he is arriving right here, and he will simply help me get into the motorcycle while it is moving by itself. He said, let's do this. I'm sure it will work. Look, I also think so. So for that, I will have to grab a motorcycle on the right, and I grabbed exactly this one, and now my friend will have to drive it and simply throw this motorcycle at me. And now he is going up there in front, and I will stay here waiting to simply get into this motorcycle while it is moving by itself. Now my friend is coming here, and now I will have to stay in front of the motorcycle to simply get into it. And now I am on the motorcycle, but it didn't work very well, because my goal was to drive it. I didn't want to stay as the passenger. But my friend is coming back here, and he will have to do this test again. But apparently this motorcycle is stuck. Perfect! He managed to get it out, and he is aiming this motorcycle here. Now he went back, and he is going to accelerate. And you can see that he is coming here running, and he jumped off the motorcycle. But unfortunately I couldn't drive it, and it's almost impossible to do that. And now, I grabbed this Roblox car, and this also moves by itself. And my friend will have to drive this to see if he can make the car move by itself, and see if I can drive it as soon as he jumps. But my friend is coming here, and he got out of the car, so I'm going to get in here, but the car went straight past. So guys, I give up trying to do this, because it's simply impossible. So much that he is looking at me, and he said, it's really impossible. Oh my god, and it really is impossible. But guys, for those who don't know, we have this secret item that was launched on the right, and to get it is very hard, because I have to complete the event in extreme mode here in Roblox. And this extreme mode is very difficult because you have to find 35 eggs around the map that are totally hidden. And if I grab this item, it simply shoots eggs, and that's literally what it does. But the car is coming back here behind, and even without a driver, it moves by itself. So I'm going to throw an egg right here, and the egg is flying, which is very weird. And you can see that the egg is in this part, and this item is not worth it because it just throws eggs. And I can place eggs in the players' houses, but these eggs disappear after a while, approximately 5 seconds, and it disappears. But my friend is leaving here, and it looks like he wants me to drive this car, so I am ready to do it. Now I am going to drive this, and again it didn't work, and it really is impossible to do it. But he grabbed his motorcycle, which is very weird, and he can even do a wheelie with it. But guys, there were more things that were launched in the update that you haven't seen yet. If I grab this item on the right, and then grab the lights, you can notice that there are several new items that were launched. We have this lamp, which is one of the most beautiful lamps in Brookhaven, and you can make really cool decorations. And we also have this item that you can get for free. Basically, it shines. You can even make a path using this item. Just place several of these items like this, and it will look really beautiful. This will really be perfect, and you can make very cool decorations with it. You can even make a wedding. This item has a way to improve it if you have the VIP game pass. My friend is simply passing by here with his motorcycle. Literally, that's what he used this path I made for. But I'm going to remove all of this, and now I'm going to grab this VIP item on the right, and I'm going to start making a new road. And if I place this item, it basically changes color. And now I'm going to place several of these items to simply make the best road of all. Perfect! I did that, and now you can notice that it is changing colors. But this one is very ugly because the free one is prettier. He said, make the game nighttime, it will look much better. And that's true because this item shines a lot. And if you basically change the game and make it nighttime, it looks exactly like this. And you can see that it really looks very cool. If you enter here, it gets really interesting, and you can do a lot of things with this item. And if I grab this other item on the right and place it right here, you can notice that it is much more beautiful. But my friend is arriving here while I'm placing these items, and I will only stop placing these items once he arrives. Now he arrived, but you can see that these items are much more beautiful than these other items back here. And really, this one is much better. But he said, what if you change the color of the item? Look, maybe I can change the color of this item. So I placed this item right here, and now I can change its color. So I made it red, and you can see that it really works. And I can do a lot of different things. Make it totally purple, which looks really beautiful. And I can also make it yellow, which is the normal way. Or maybe I can make it white, which looks like this. And this item is simply perfect. He said, it will be possible to throw a lot of parties. Let's test more secrets. So we have to test more secrets, because a lot of new things were launched that you didn't notice in the update. So I just grabbed this car, and my friend will also have to come here. And now I am going back home. But I am looking ahead, and there is a car arriving right here. So I am going to crash into this car. Perfect. I crashed here, and now he crashed his car into the wall. And guys, his car is very weird. You can see that it has several lights, and now he is coming back here to crash into me. But my car is much stronger, so I am coming here to the front, and I am almost sure that I am going to win against him. Now I really won, and actually, both of us won. But he came back here. He said, destroy his car, and it will turn into a real egg. And what he said is true. If I destroy this Roblox car, it will basically turn into a real egg. So first, I am going to remove all the tires, and now the car looks like this, and it simply turned into an egg. Really very weird. But my friend grabbed a tow truck, probably because he wants to grab my car. Now he is trying, but he can't do it, and it is going to be very difficult. He is not going to be able to grab my car, because it is almost impossible. But here on the right, I am going to grab a ladder, exactly this one, and I am going to place it right here behind. And now he is going to be able to grab my car, because it won't be so hard. He just has to come back here like this, and soon he will be able to grab my car. But he is having a lot of difficulty, and I am going to place this ladder right here to make it easier. And this egg is totally bugged, and I am going to remove this ladder and let him do his job. But he is coming back here behind, and I think he is going to keep doing this until his car crashes into a wall and he finally manages to grab the egg. And now it looks like he finally managed, and he is trying again, but the car is totally bugged because it looks like a submarine. And my friend is looking here, and he said, now you can flip the new motorcycles that were launched. And this is a secret that came out that most people didn't notice. And now you can flip the motorcycles in Brookhaven, and I want to do that now. So I am going to grab this car, and I am coming here to pick up this friend of mine because it is being impossible to grab my car. And for those who don't know, if I come right here, exactly at this location, and now grab my motorcycle, which is exactly this one, and this can simply flip because the physics of this motorcycle are horrible. And that friend of mine left here and apparently teleported to his house. And if I come running right here to the front, this motorcycle has a chance to flip because it is very bad. But my friend said, it looks like a car if you look closely. And that's true. And if I come right here and fall with the motorcycle, you can see that it flips, which is something the original motorcycle doesn't do. And now if I come here driving this egg, I will have to reach this ramp and simply jump this Roblox ramp. So this motorcycle is going to get totally bugged. And I am arriving right here, and now I will have to jump this. So I am arriving here at the front, and I jump this. And you can see that this is very weird, because motorcycles are not supposed to do that. And now my friend is going there to the front, and he crashed, and his motorcycle is moving by itself. This motorcycle that was launched doesn't make any sense. It is simply the weirdest motorcycle of all. But my friend appeared here, and he said, I am an admin, and I teleport wherever I want. And that is definitely true, but I can also do that. And look, I am not an admin. And here on the right, they also launched this new item, which is the totally secret item. If I place it on the ground, you can see that it looks like this. It is literally an egg, actually an egg lamp, which I found really interesting, especially because finally there is a new lamp in the game. He said there is also the new helicopter, and what he said is true. If I go to the police station, you can notice that there is an egg here, and I want to see it. So I just grabbed this car, because I will have to check at the police station what this helicopter is like. And now, I am basically going to go up here like this, and I will have to climb up to this part, and now grab this helicopter, which is an egg that flies. And this is the weirdest vehicle of all, because it flies, and it doesn't make sense. And even my friend arrived here to get into this egg, and now we are flying. And the maximum speed of this is 80, so it's not as fast as it seems. And if I click here on the gear, several colors appear that I can choose for this egg. And I can pick this egg in blue, green, purple, yellow, or even white. And that is very interesting. But my friend said, can you grab the normal helicopter, or was it removed? You really can grab the normal helicopter, but to do that, I will have to get a mansion in the game. So I will grab this house, and my friend just fell there. And here on the right, I will have to grab this house, or even the president's house, because these two houses have helicopters that I can pilot. So I am coming here before my friend to beat him in the race. But he arrived here before me. Now there is this helicopter here, which is actually secret, because there is nothing written on the helicopter, while the others have writings. And this presidential helicopter has nothing. It is just a normal helicopter. And now, I am piloting this, but there was also another thing that was launched that I am sure you didn't see. So here on the left, we have this button, and basically there are several game passes that appear here. But now there is a new function for this game pass, where I can basically send it as a gift to players. You just have to click the send gift button and send it to a player who doesn't have this game pass. And my friend has this game pass, so I can't send it to him. He said, I don't have the radio, send me this game pass. Okay, so I'm going to send this game pass to him just to see what appears on the screen. So I will select a radio, and now I will send it as a gift to my friend. You just have to click on his profile and now send the gift. And it costs exactly 200 Robux. Robux, and the original price of the game pass is 139 Robux. So I bought the game pass, and now this menu appeared on the screen, and it says that my friend received this gift. And here in the chat this message appeared saying that I sent a gift to my friend. And this is really very interesting. But guys, I want my friend to show what appeared on his screen. I said, what appeared on your screen? Because I really want to know. He said, I will send the photo. And he sent this photo, and a menu appeared showing that he received the gift. And now you can send game passes to players in a much easier way. You just have to click the button, select the game pass, and send it. He said, send me all the game passes. Look, unfortunately I can't, but I will see if there is another game pass to send to him. And I found one that he doesn't have, so I sent it to my 2 friends. And I bought it, and now he received the gift. And you can do this infinitely. He said, where is my gift? And that's true. I forgot his gift. Now I am going to send it, and I am clicking the button and sending the gift that costs only 30 Robux. And for those who don't know, the price of this game pass is 25 Robux, which means if I send it as a gift, it becomes 5 Robux more expensive. And guys, I am going to grab a car on the right, exactly this one. And my friend will have to drive, and I have to get in while he is driving. And the car is coming here, and I got in, and I am going forward. And this way you can escape from the police and do several interesting things in Brookhaven. Now my friend is going to try too, and he got in and accelerated forward. And this is amazing, but you can only do it with the event car, because with other cars it's impossible. Now the car arrived, and I couldn't drive it, and it simply crashed. And this car is very weird. But my friend came back, and he said, let's fly with the new car. So I am going to try to do that, because I have to test as many secrets as possible. So I grabbed the car, and I'm going to try to fly. And you can increase the suspension of these new cars, making it very high. And if a player has a cart, you can easily pass over it, because the car is very tall. Now my friend came back here, and I'm going to try to fly, accelerating with everything. And I am going to reach exactly this part. So I am coming back here behind. Perfect. I am accelerating, and I will probably fly. And it really worked. I flew very far, and now I am doing it again. And I flew, but again I fell into the sand. So I came back here behind, and I simply flew away in Roblox. And it really worked. And now my car got stuck in the hardest place, and I didn't think my car was going to fall here. He said, let's do a race with the egg cars. And that's a good idea. So I grabbed my car and put a spoiler, just to make it look better. And it really doesn't make sense for an egg car to have a spoiler. But my friend grabbed his car, which is another egg, and he fell here. And really this is weird. He is right there and just flipped his car. So I am going to grab my car and simply do a race with the egg car. So I am coming here to the front, and my friend is right here. But guys, I am going to slow down, because I will only accelerate a lot when the race starts. Now I am going to leave my car right here, but my car is so big that it takes up the space of 2 cars. And now I am ready to start the race. So I grabbed more items to improve the egg, and I placed a light, which is totally crooked, but I can't fix it because the car is very tall, and climbing up here will be almost impossible. But I can place this item right here, and it will look better. He said, remove that, or I will leave the race. And that's kind of weird. He apparently didn't like that. But now I am going to start the race, because I want to show that I am really going to win this. And finally the race started. But my friend is doing very well, and he is winning against me. And I don't know how he is winning against me. And we simply flipped. But guys, I am coming here to the front, and I am waiting for him, because now I just won. But he came back, and my car is moving by itself. He said, you are going to ride my motorcycle this time. So I am going to drive his motorcycle to prove that I am very good. Now he arrived there and started the race. So I am going forward, and I am sure he is going to crash. And I simply won this again. So I waited for him, because I have to do a fair race. But he came back and flipped again. And my friend really doesn't know how to drive this egg, so much that he is trying to go back to normal. But he left the game, and the motorcycle disappeared. Here in Brookhaven, for those who don't know, we have a very weird president. He's here to say something really important, but every time he says something, it's just awful. So guys, I'm coming here to hear what he has to say. For that, I'm already getting my car to get ready to leave the city, because it's always like this. Every time he comes here to say something, something just awful happens. So guys, I'm right here and I want to see what he has to say. He said, attention, starting tonight there will be no more rules in the city. Guys, this makes no sense. I don't know how he's doing something like this. Even my friend is looking here. He said, but that's not fair. What he said is true. This is not fair at all. I don't know how the president does something like this without thinking about the consequences. He said, well, good luck because you're leaving the country. Guys, this is really weird. Now he ran off in front, apparently to catch that plane and fly away in Roblox. Guys, this is the weirdest thing that's ever happened. My friend is looking here. He said, do you want to leave the city too? It's going to be destroyed. Look, maybe the city won't be destroyed if we agree and don't destroy it. I said, attention, no one here will destroy the city. Okay guys, they have to agree with this because it's really important, but it looks like this player agreed, and also this other player agreed. Guys, they all agreed with this, but there's a problem here. There are 4 people, and you can see that in this neighborhood there are 6 people, so 2 are missing that I didn't get a response from in Roblox. Now they're going back to their houses. This one went to his house, which is this one, and this other player is going to his house, which is obviously this one. Guys, he got here, but from what I noticed, the owner of this house, and also of this other house didn't hear what's going on here, so we have to tell them. He said, what if we stay quiet? Look, I think it's fair that everyone knows knows what's going on. Everyone knows that basically tonight, there will be no more rules in the city, and everything here could just end. So guys, I'm going to get in my car, and if my friend wants, he can come here, because guys, I have to find a way to figure out where those players are, but apparently they're coming this way and just passed by. Guys, I have to figure out where they're going, so for that, I'm following them in Roblox. Apparently, they're heading to the Roblox beach, but guys, their van is really weird. I have to warn them about what's happening. But guys, this player is aiming with this item, which is really weird. I don't really know why they're aiming with this item, since we're good people. Guys, I just got out of the car. I said, calm down, I just came to warn that tonight there will be no more rules. Guys, I'm here to warn about what's going on. He even came closer, and he said, that's great, we're going to be able to destroy your house. Guys, I don't know why he's saying something like this, but he's laughing a lot here. This is weird. Guys, what he said is really weird. So his friend came closer to aim with this item. Guys, they're threatening me, so I'm going to take this chance and leave to really avoid problems. Okay, I'm leaving back here, and guys, from what I noticed, I'm going to have to protect my house, because if I depend on these players, my house is going to be completely destroyed. So guys, I got here, but I don't know how I'm going to protect this. But guys, I had a genius idea. I'm going to hire basically the city builder. My friend said, hey, I'm going to protect my house. Okay guys, I'm going back here so he can do that, and in this case, this is his house. Guys, I think it's going to be pretty easy to protect this. The problem is that my house is very fragile, so if those players want to destroy it, they will. Guys, I got here. I'm basically calling the player because I really need help. Guys, he just showed up here. I said, help me build walls on my house. Guys, he has to help me do this because it's going to be really important, and it looks like he actually agreed. Guys, it's really good that he agreed to do this because now basically my house is going to be really safe. So guys, I'm coming back here, and now I'm taking him to the front to help me do this. Look, he just has to grab here and build walls. It's really simple. Now he grabbed his hammer, and guys, it looks like he started right here. I'll let him keep building, and meanwhile I'll leave my car right here because guys, maybe if I leave my car inside the house, it's going to get stuck. After all, he's building the wall of the house. But guys, he just built the first wall. Now he's coming here to build the second. I'm noticing that my house won't have a garage anymore. So maybe it's a good idea to sell this car of mine and just get a new Roblox car. I said, what car should I get? Guys, I want to see what he thinks about this. He said, a motorcycle. Guys, what he said is true. Maybe a motorcycle is really interesting. So I'm going to do exactly what he suggested. Guys, he just built another wall. He's really fast. Now he came to the next one. So guys, here's the thing. I'm going to have to grab this car of mine and just sell it. Guys, I'm heading out to the front, but this car is passing right here. Guys, I'm following him. This player here is simply evil. He's the weirdest person I've ever seen, but it looks like he's coming here to fill up his car. This player, for those who don't know, he's really evil. He's actually really weird, but now he's looking here again. He's holding that item. Okay guys, I'm going to leave here. I'm going to change my Roblox car. Perfect. I just got this motorcycle because it's really fast, and it's going to be very important in this apocalypse that's coming, where everyone is going to start fighting each other. But guys, now I'm coming up front, and it looks like those players are also coming right here. And guys, they're really weird. I don't know why they're coming to the beach out of nowhere, but I'm sure they want to get rid of me. They just want to destroy my Roblox house, and that doesn't even make sense. But guys, the player is almost finishing this Roblox wall. I just don't know where I'm going to leave this motorcycle, especially because this bike can't stay in the garage anymore since it's completely closed off with this fence. So, it's impossible to do that. But guys, he's looking here. He said, leave it behind the house. It's even better. Guys, this is genius. I'm just going to leave it behind the house. But now he went back to building the walls, so I'm going to have to do that. Perfect. I'm arriving right here, and guys, there's all this space behind my house where I can leave my motorcycle. But in this case, I'm going to leave it inside because it's smarter. I'm going to leave it hidden right here, and I'll even turn off the light because if anyone comes here, they won't find my bike. And I'm also going to have to close this door to avoid problems, avoid anyone coming here. But guys, this player is looking at this. I'm sure he's impressed with what I'm doing. He said, you should buy a weapon if you're that scared. Look, it's not that I'm scared. It's just that I was basically threatened by the evil players. So anyone would do exactly what I'm doing here in my house. But guys, he just built another wall. This player is really fast. He's basically saving my Roblox house. But guys, I'm going to do what he said. Only problem is, I don't know where to buy the weapon. He said, I sell them. Which one do you want? Guys, it looks like he has this one too, and he has this other one that's really interesting, but I don't know which one I want, and it looks like he only has those two. I said, I'll take this one. Guys, he just gave it to me. I want to know how much I have to pay. I said, how much do I owe you? I want to know exactly how much I owe him. He said, nothing, because I'm leaving the city. Wait, are you serious? Guys, even that blue player is going to leave the city because he's scared of everything that's going to happen. But guys, that friend of mine just left from over there, and now he's coming here running. I don't really know what happened that made him run out of nowhere, but he has something to say. He said, the airport is closed because the president asked for it. Okay, I don't know why the president would ask to close the airport at such a bad time like this, especially because this is the perfect time to just leave the city. But guys, I'm looking here, and he finally finished the walls. But guys, this is almost perfect, except there's a problem right here. But apparently he finished it. Guys, I doubt anyone is going to notice this problem, so I'm not even going to complain. But now he's looking here. He said, it looks awesome, right? Now put wooden barricades on your house. Yeah, guys, this is the final step, because for those who don't know, the front of my house is protected, but the windows aren't. So I have to protect all of that to make this much better here in Brookhaven. Brookhaven. That player went back to his house. But guys, there's a problem. He doesn't have a door in Roblox, and it looks like he just realized that. Guys, he has no door and he's going to be stuck here forever. But now he climbed up there and just hid in that part. That was actually pretty smart. Now that player is also going back to his house because it's going to be nighttime soon, and basically he has to protect his house. But guys, my friend still hasn't left here. He said, I'll help you with the windows, and then you let me stay here. Okay, guys, I'm going to accept that, especially because this is a really good deal. He's going to help me protect the windows, and in return, he gets to stay here. But guys, there's a problem. The van is coming right here, but they can't attack us yet because it's not nighttime. But guys, he came right up to the front because he has something to say. Guys, I'm scared of this player because he's really an evil person. He said, there's no point putting fences, the windows are open. He just said that, and guys, without any reason, he gave us a tip on how to protect ourselves in Roblox. But now he's coming here to the front again, and guys, there's a problem. He's coming right here, apparently to this door. For those who don't know, there are a lot of building materials here, but if they grab scissors, they'll be able to break my fence, which is going to be really bad. Guys, but my friend is going to have to come here. I just don't know how he's going to make it. I said, come behind the house. It's the only way for him to come here, especially because my house is totally protected. But now he found out the secret of my house, because this part is open. So that means he can come here if he comes behind the house. Perfect. He got here, and he's going to have to help me put the barricades on my house. He even grabbed that hammer and just left again, since he's going to have to help me do this. But guys, I also grabbed this hammer and I'm going to start building this here in Roblox. Perfect. Guys, I finished everything. My house is really well protected, and my friend also finished his part. You can see that my house is very well protected with these wooden boards here in Brookhaven. Now I'm going back inside, since there's not much else to do. He even came back here. He said, now what do we do to protect the house even more? Look, I think protecting it more than this is basically impossible, because the house is already really well protected. But guys, now I'm coming here. I have to give a defense item to my friend in Roblox, and he got this item, which is going to be really important. But guys, now he's looking over here. I'm going to go ahead and close this door to avoid problems. But guys, at any moment it's going to be completely nighttime, and then they'll start attacking us in Roblox, which is going to be horrible. Guys, we have to be really careful, but the good thing is that we're protected. Guys, but out of nowhere, the power went out in my house. I don't know why that happened, but I'm seeing that the house across the street also just lost power. Guys, this might be really bad. This house here also has no power, and this other Roblox house also has no power. So that means basically the whole city is without power. But guys, now I'm going upstairs to see everything that's going on here. But guys, those players are coming up here again. They're basically evil players. They're coming in front of my house, and now they're waiting for it to get dark, because as soon as it's nighttime, they're basically going to invade my Roblox house. But I'm not going to let that happen, especially because I have defense items that will help me protect myself from those players. But guys, I'm going to the bathroom to basically get a better view of them. But guys, now it's officially nighttime. That means they can attack us in Roblox. Guys, both of them just left from here, and I'm looking at my friend, who actually got scared and ran off. Actually, he hid right in this part. Guys, they're really weird. But now they're getting closer, but they can't get in here, because there's basically a giant fence, which makes it basically impossible for them to invade my house. Guys, I'm coming down here just to laugh at them, especially because they're never going to get in here. Guys, I really doubt they're going to get inside. He said, okay, then this is a challenge. Look, it's way more than a challenge. Actually, I'm sure you're not coming in here. But guys, they went back there. I don't know what they're doing. But guys, something tells me this isn't looking very good. They're basically getting ready to hit my Roblox gate, and if they do that, it's going to be horrible. But guys, he's coming right here and he just broke my gate. Guys, this is terrible. But now he just left. I think he only did that to scare my friend. Guys, my friend was here this whole time and he just fell on the ground. Guys, now we have to protect this house of mine, but I don't know how I'm going to do that since they broke my gate. He said, dude, leave it to me. I know how to fix this. Okay, guys, I'll let him handle it. Meanwhile, I'm coming inside to grab some food in Roblox. Perfect. I just got this chocolate because I'm hungry, but I want to see exactly what he's going to do. Guys, he started building something. Even I'm wondering what he's doing. But guys, he just built this thing. It's like he made a barrier at the door so no one can come inside. Guys, what he did is genius. Now we're protected again. He said, and why did they leave? Look, I have no idea, but I just know they're coming back now. Guys, they came right here, but now they want to get inside. Only problem is, this door has protection that won't let them in. Guys, he's trying to get in, but he can't, and he's trying to break the door. But this door is really well protected. Guys, my friend did a great job protecting this door in Roblox. But guys, there's a problem. Now he's standing right here. I have to find a way to make him leave. His friend even showed up too. And guys, if they don't leave, this is going to be terrible. He said, I'll find a way to get in there. Look, I really doubt it. But guys, he's going back there. And meanwhile, his friend stayed right here. He said, he doesn't want anything from you. He just wants the house. Look, I really doubt that, because our house is very simple, while there are much better houses available here in the city. So I really doubt that's the reason. But guys, he has to leave here soon, because I really don't want him staying here. But guys, this player is apparently right here just trying to break this. But these barricades were really well made, so he can't come inside. Even if he tries, he's not going to get in. But guys, there's a problem with this door. It basically doesn't have any barricades since this door opens, and it doesn't make much sense to put barricades on it. But guys, he's going to notice that, and maybe he'll try to break it here in Roblox. And now he's messing with it. Guys, this is just awful because he's trying to open it. But guys, both of us have this item that's going to be very important. Now he noticed that. He said, wait, I'm a good person. Guys, I don't know if we're going to be able to get out of here anytime soon because they're going to stay here until the day after tomorrow just to get revenge on us. I just don't know why they want revenge. Even my friend said, leave, please. Look, I doubt they're going to leave. Guys, they're completely distracted. The player even got closer. But guys, that blue player is coming here. But actually, he's coming this way to take that van. Okay, guys, this is weird. Out of nowhere, he took that Roblox van, and the player just realized it. He's seeing that his van just got stolen here in Brookhaven. The player even left and is just laughing at them. Guys, this is really weird, but he managed to make both of them angry. Now they're chasing after the player to really get revenge. But guys, he got that car, and now he's heading up front. Meanwhile, they're coming here running. But guys, now we're finally free. I think the best thing to do now is just escape from this house. So guys, I'm going to open these two doors. Perfect. I'm opening this, and now I'm going to have to grab my motorcycle and really get out of here as fast as possible because this house is no longer safe. This place just isn't safe anymore. So guys, I'm heading out to the front, and I'm going to have to look for another place in Roblox. My friend said, go far away from the city. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Guys, I'm here in Brookhaven, but for those of you who don't know, I work at the FBI, and I'm investigating the mystery going on in the city, because in this city, for those who don't know, several secret caves are appearing, and this is the very first report I've received, so I'm coming here to see what the player wants. But first I have to pick up my friend, who, if you don't know, also works at the FBI, but he didn't even change his clothes, because he's supposed to dress like that, but he didn't even do that. I said, we have work to do. Guys, I don't know how he forgot about that, but now he just changed in record time in Roblox. Guys, I totally didn't expect that, but actually he was already prepared. He said, let's go. We have to find out what's going on quickly. Guys, this is real, so I'm heading out, especially because I have to get this car. My friend came here too, and guys, I'm just gonna have to go back here because I have to respond to the player's request since he asked for help. So I arrived exactly here, and guys, he's right here. He said, I have a report. A cave appeared in my house, so I'm coming here to check this out. But guys, before that, I wanted to understand why he has this weird avatar. I said, why is your avatar like that? Guys, his avatar is super weird. It's like he's been isolated from society for a long time. He said, it's because I make caves, but the cave that's in my house is not one I made. Okay guys, this is really suspicious. He's the main suspect in what's going on in the city, especially because I don't know anyone else who could have done this. But my friend is coming here now. He came right here. He said, go down below. Guys, looks like we're gonna have to go down here. So my friend already went in, and guys, I'm gonna have to go in right here. And there really is a giant cave here. Guys, this is super weird. Just a giant cave again. Again, this is appearing here in Roblox. But guys, my friend is looking in here. He said, I'm going in just to see what's inside. Guys, he shouldn't do that, but he went inside and now he just disappeared. This cave took him to somewhere I honestly don't even know in Roblox. He said, where's your friend? So that's what I want to find out, because he went into that cave. And then, guys, I'm gonna have to go in here too, but this player grabbed a flashlight and just handed it to me. Look, thank you so much. This was really useful. He said, good luck, because there are ghosts in there. I went once. Guys, I'm sure he's lying, because that doesn't make sense. But then he went back over there. Okay, I don't know if he's being serious, but guys, I'm gonna have to go inside here. But guys, I just came out right here. I don't really know where I am. But guys, my friend is up ahead and there's just a ghost here. Guys, I don't really know what this is, but it's really weird. And now it just left. I don't really know what's going on, but it looks like my friend didn't get it either. But guys, we just came out of that weird cave, so we're gonna have to find out what's inside this Roblox cave, especially because this isn't the first report. This actually happened several times. So guys, my friend is gonna have to follow me, and we're gonna have to go into the cave, which is kind of scary, because I don't really know what I'm gonna find in there. Guys, I'm gonna have to go down here. I'm gonna let my friend go ahead. But guys, looks like he didn't fall for it, and the ghost is even here again. Guys, the ghost showed up again, which is really weird, but I'm not scared of ghosts, so I'm going down here. And guys, this ghost is really strange. It's something I've never seen before. Guys, my friend showed up here. He said, this time I'll go first, because I'm brave. Okay, I'll let him go ahead. Guys, he just went over there, but actually he came running back. He said, oh my god, run. Guys, I don't know why he said that, but he just took off and left. That doesn't make sense, because right up ahead there's nothing, literally nothing. But guys, now I'm getting closer up ahead, and there really is someone here. But guys, actually that's not a person. You can clearly see the eyes are super weird. Something really strange happened here. But guys, that entity just grabbed an axe, and apparently it's coming this way. Guys, I need to get out of here and run immediately in Roblox. So I'm heading back to get out of the cave. Guys, my friend is also getting out of here, so I'm leaving now. Guys, after a long time, I came back, and we're simply safe. He said, wait, what time is it? Well, I have no idea, but we left in the afternoon, so now it's simply the afternoon. So guys, now I'm going up here. Guys, he's surprised we came back. He said that took forever, but look, it was actually pretty fast. I came back in less than 2 minutes. But guys, actually I'm looking outside, and you can clearly see it's nighttime. I don't know why that happened, why it suddenly turned into night. But guys, something's going on here. Something happened that suddenly made it night. My friend said, wait, then that's good, because if we go back into the cave, it'll turn into day. Look, I don't think that's how it works, but I'll let him try it, especially because I want to see if it really works. I said, go ahead, I'll let you know if it works. Guys, he's gonna have to try it. So he went back there and just went in. He's gonna have to go into that Roblox cave, and he got right here, but I'm sure he's really scared, especially because he's going into a cave that simply has no return. Perfect, he just went inside. But guys, I don't know if I'm going in too. I'll just wait for him to come back, especially because I can't just abandon him. He said, wait, he hasn't come back yet. What happened? Look, I don't know, but I'm really not in the mood to go in there, especially because this is going to be really bad. But guys, I'm realizing I'm going to have to go in, because if I don't, my friend is basically going to be stuck here forever. So guys, I'm going in. But guys, now I'm right here. I just came out of a different cave, because I don't know where I am. But guys, my friend is right here too. He also came out of this cave. He said, there's no way out. It's an elevator with keys. Guys, I'm going back here, because we have to get out of here fast, but we really can't get out. It's like this is blocked. But guys, I noticed that back here we have a door that maybe I can use to get out. But guys, this is locked, and it's really a super weird room. Probably the room of the criminal, the person who's doing this. He said, but why so many mannequins? Look, I don't know either, but this is definitely not normal. Guys, we have to go back into the cave, but I don't know how I'm going to get out of here. I don't know if there's any way to leave without going through the cave, especially because I don't want to go back through the cave. But guys, the elevator is working, and someone just showed up here. Guys, this is weird. There's just a police officer here. He said, huh, are you guys police? What are you doing in the cinema? Look, I don't know. I just came in through the cave. I said, we came in through the cave. That's basically what happened. But guys, he's looking back here. He just realized there's a cave here, and he's actually scared. Guys, he doesn't believe what he's seeing, especially because this is really strange. He said, this wasn't here, I swear. Look, I believe you. What he's saying must really be true. But guys, I'm going to have to go back inside to find out where I end up, because I want to figure out who's doing this. Looks like my friend is coming too. But guys, the police officer is looking here. He said, do you want a key card? It must be to leave through the elevator. Look, I'm definitely gonna want that, especially because it's gonna be way better to get out through the elevator. So guys, I'm coming right here, and I'm gonna use the key card right in this part to finally get out of here. Because guys, I can't take this anymore. But there's a player up ahead. He said, we're filming a movie. Okay, now it makes sense. The police officer came to the front and said, it's a filming set. But guys, my friend showed up here too. He said, look, it's daytime outside. Guys, and I'm looking at this, and it just turned into morning. Guys, this doesn't make sense. These caves don't make sense. There's some mystery going on, and we have to find out how this is happening, and also who's the person behind all this. He said, first we have to find out if that even is a person. Guys, this is true, so I'm gonna borrow this Roblox car for myself. I'm sure he won't get mad. But guys, I'm heading back to this house. But guys, looks like the player left from here, and actually he's staring at us. He said, why did it take so long? I'm going to work, okay? But first I want to know how much time has passed, because I have no idea. I said, how many hours have passed? Because I want to know what happened, since my friend and I don't really know how long it's been. And suddenly he started crying. I don't know why my friend did that. Actually, he's just changing his face. He's testing a bunch of faces, but this player is watching all of it. He said, wait, I picked the wrong face. But guys, out of nowhere he picked this face and just turned into a serious person. Guys, they're not taking this investigation seriously. I said, how much time has passed? He has to tell me the truth now. He's looking here. He said, literally days. I called the police and told them you had disappeared. Guys, this is really strange. He thought we just disappeared in Roblox, but now he's heading off to work. Guys, but my friend is staring at me. He said, did you notice it's only houses with basements where this is happening? Guys, what he said is true. It's really only houses with basements where this is happening. This house has a basement, which is exactly this one. Now this other house in Roblox, which is actually a film studio, it basically has a basement. Now, my house doesn't have one, this house also doesn't have one, and this house right here doesn't either. So, it's only 3 houses that have this. But guys, there's a player right here who's apparently about to pick a house. Guys, we're going to have to watch this. But first, I'm getting in my car, because I finally got it back, and now I'm going to keep my distance, especially because I have to observe all this happening. This player just picked this house. This house doesn't have a basement, but actually it has an underground floor, and maybe that fits with the theory my friend made. Honestly, I have no idea. He said, wait, there's another house up there. You forgot to check. Guys, it's true. There's this other house right here, but it's a totally abandoned house. I don't even know if it has an owner. But guys, now I'm coming here because I want to see what this is. But guys, now I'm coming here because I want to see if this house has a basement. So I'm coming right here. Guys, there's no point in knocking on the door since no one's going to answer. So I'm coming right here, and guys, this house does have a basement, meaning it fits with my friend's theory. But now he got scared. He said, look over there, it's the place we were at before and got chased. Guys, but I'm looking at this, and it seems to be true. But there's only one way to find out if this is true, which is going down there. So my friend came right here just to help me do this. I'm going to hand him a flashlight, especially because this will be important so we don't get lost in Roblox. But now I'm going down here carefully, because I don't know what I'm going to find down here. But guys, this is a really weird place. It's actually the same place as before. But guys, my friend went down here without fear, because I went down using the stairs, and he just went straight down. But now he's coming here. Guys, I'm going to let him go ahead, because I'm scared of what I'm going to find. But now he's coming here, and guys, we just found another cave in Roblox, which is the same one as before. Look, this is weird. Maybe we're close to that player from before, that monster that was chasing us. He said, actually it's an entity. Look, I don't know, but it's all the same. Guys, I'm coming up ahead. You can see there are a lot of spiders here, but I'm going down here because I have to find out what's going on. Guys, I don't know which way I'm supposed to go, or which way I'm safe from. My friend finally came here, but guys, I'm coming up ahead, and here's the thing, he's going to come ahead this time, because I'm just not going there. But guys, he's looking at that. I don't know why, but it looks like he's scared, and actually he just fell to the ground. Guys, I also want to see this, but again, he showed up over there. Guys, this is really weird, but guys, this time he just didn't come after us. But my friend got mad, and now he grabbed a sniper and is trying to shoot him, but as soon as he shot it, he just disappeared. Guys, this is really weird. I'm running up ahead to see where he went, but guys, it looks like he just disappeared. I don't think he went down here, because if he had, I would have noticed. So, he teleported. I just don't know how he did it. He said, I'm going to end him as soon as I find him. My friend is really mad, but I'm coming up ahead because we need to go back. I'm waiting for him to come here, because I wouldn't be surprised if he gets lost. Now he finally came back. He said, I really got lost. I had to follow your light to get out. Guys, he really had gotten lost. But now I'm coming up ahead because we have to go back into the cave, where the player is right here. Actually, the entity. But my friend is holding this item. But guys, it looks like he's going to enter right there into the cave, and now he disappeared. Guys, we have to go too. I don't know why this showed up, but now I'm coming up ahead. I'm going to enter here. Guys, I just came out of this cave that just appeared here in this Roblox player's house. My friend came out too. He said, oh my god, another cave. So I don't know how he makes caves that fast. But guys, I'm coming up back here. I don't know how I'm going to explain to him that I'm in his house and a cave just showed up out of nowhere. But guys, my friend is looking here, and once again he showed up here. This is really weird. But then he made a jump and fell back there. But I'm sure he just disappeared again. So I'm looking to see if it's true. And guys, he really vanished from here. This is super weird. He said, what if we just pretend nothing happened and close the case? Look, that's a possibility, but I'm not going to do that because I have to finish what I started. But guys, you can see it got dark. It's simply night now, meaning a lot of time has passed. But guys, he came back up here too, but we have to go up and get our car, which is basically at his house. So guys, I'm going right up here, but again, he's right in front. Guys, this time my friend has to hit him because he's right here. He tried to hit him, but actually he hit my car, and now he's literally laughing at us. But he went back into his house, and guys, he said, wait, if he walks, then he is a person, right? But that doesn't mean he couldn't be a ghost that sometimes walks too. He said, what if he uses tricks to make it look like he's a ghost? Look, I really don't know. But guys, we're going to have to go into his house to find out the truth about this. So guys, I'm coming right here. I'm going to go into this house. But guys, it's completely closed here. The cave was basically shut down, so we're not getting in here unless I go into this Roblox house and enter that cave. But there's a problem. If I do that, a lot of time will pass, and maybe this will be really bad. But guys, my friend just came down here. Guys, this was weird, and suddenly he just showed up here. But guys, you can tell he's really strange. He said, stop investigating me, and your friend will be freed. Okay, I'm gonna have to stop doing this. But guys, I also want to go down there, but it looks like he's not going to let me go down. Actually, I went down. Guys, I finally came back, and my friend is alive. I said, he's up there. I saw him. Seriously, I just saw him in Roblox. My friend said, there's another one. It's not just him haunting the city. But guys, I don't know where he got that information. But he's looking here, and guys, it looks like there are a lot of people here. Actually, entities who are watching us. Guys, this is really weird. But now they disappeared. They just vanished from here. But I'm going to have to investigate what's going on and find out the truth about this, especially because this doesn't make any sense. For those of you who don't know, I live in a city where we're all miners. Basically, I'm miners inside this mountain right here. And here we have the mining area where everything happens. That's where we make money and much more. But guys, I'm coming up to the front because now I basically have to mine. I have to work in Roblox. And look, the bus just arrived right here to pick me up. And I'm basically going to go up here like I always do, because I always come up here. And this guy, if you don't know, is my boss. And you can tell he's really rich. He has a lot of money here in Brookhaven. But now he's coming up to pick up my friend. If you don't know, my friend is actually building his house, since building one is much cheaper than buying a new one. But guys, he noticed we're here, and now he finally got on the bus. But now we're missing the blue house player. He's also coming here. So guys, he's finally getting in, and now we're missing the last player, which is this one. He lives in a really simple house. And guys, he's finally coming over. He just got in. Now we're going to start mining in Roblox. I'm the only one up here, and honestly, I don't know why they don't come up here. Maybe they're scared this could fall, but it's almost impossible for this to fall or even break the bus. But now he's coming up to the front, and guys, in case you didn't know, everything I earn I have to split with the boss, because this whole mining area belongs to him here in Brookhaven. Perfect. we finally arrived here, and now I'm running up to the front to be the first one to start working. And guys, you can see this is level 10. There are basically several levels as I progress, but this one is for beginners. Now even my friend got here and he's coming inside to start his work. Guys, he basically has to grab the axe. He starts breaking the wall to see if he finds anything. Now there's another player coming in here, and guys, people also grab this shovel right here to start digging and try to find something underground because it's really hard. But guys, now it's my turn to come here too. But there's one very important detail. While everyone else is mining here, basically trying to make money, guys, there's something really weird back here because there's a totally secret place that's basically level 50, but it's completely sealed. But I can simply go up here and access this place, and if you didn't know, not even the boss goes there. So guys, I have to ask the boss to let me go there. I said, boss, can I go to level 50? Because if he lets me do that, it's going to be really good. But guys, he simply disagreed. He said, no, only rich people go there. It's so expensive that I don't even go. This is impressive. I didn't know it was that expensive. So yeah, I'm not going there. But I said, can I go to the bathroom? Guys, I'm making up an excuse just to go to level 50, and he actually let me. Guys, this is really good. Now he's back to work, because besides us working for him, he also works here since he wants to make as much money as possible. But now I'm going back here, because I'm not really going to the bathroom, I'm actually coming to level 50. But guys, I can't go down here. I actually have to go up here to get into level 50. So guys, I have to climb up like this, and now I have to start digging this. But guys, now I started digging because I want to make a lot of money, but I don't know what I'm supposed to break. I don't know if I should break these parts here, if I should break the rocks, I just don't know. But guys, I'm breaking this to see what shows up, and nothing showed up. Okay, I'm starting to realize I'm not very lucky. But guys, now I'm going to have to break this rock, because I want to see if I can find something. So I'm breaking exactly this. But guys, again, I didn't find anything. This is getting really weird. But now I'm going to dig exactly this dirt, because maybe there's some treasure here or even some super rare ore. But guys, I just found gold. There's just gold here out of nowhere. Guys, this is really good. I just can't let people see this. Okay, this definitely gives a lot of money. So guys, I'm going to start breaking this one, because I just want to make money. So guys, I'm breaking here. Perfect, it worked. And guys, money also dropped. It looks like there's hidden treasure in here. So I'm going to grab all of it. I'm going to have to put all of this in this suitcase, because I don't want people to see it. Perfect, I grabbed this other one. But guys, I got so little that you can't even see it, because I just got very little. But guys, I'm going to stay here all day mining to get as much gold as possible. But guys, I just finished all of this, and there's just so much gold on the ground. Guys, this is impressive, but I have to put all of this in the suitcase just to avoid problems. Perfect, I put everything in here, and now you can see that I have a lot of gold. I'm really the richest person of all, because now I have a lot of money. But guys, there's a problem. Now there are no more places to mine, which means they're going to notice that someone came in here and just mined everything. But by the time they realize that, I'll already be out of the city. But guys, I have to stay out here, but you can see that it's already nighttime. So guys, I'm going to stay right here. I'm going to lie and say that I wasn't feeling well, that I was sick and had to stay out here. I don't know if that's going to convince them, but guys, the boss is right here. He said, let's go. It's already nighttime. But guys, now they're all coming back, because it's already pretty late and it's really time to head back. And this player almost didn't make it back in time, since the cave just closed. But guys, now he just arrived here, and maybe I'm going to get fired, because he doesn't know why I stayed out for so long. He said, you're fired, never come back here again. Guys, it's all good. You fired me, but it's because I took all the mining money, which actually isn't a small amount. It's a lot, and now all of it is mine. But guys, he just got in here. My friend came too, and he doesn't know what I just did. Now there are more players coming just to go back to their homes. And guys, none of them have any idea that I took all this money. They literally don't know. But now the bus is coming up here. But guys, I'm a little scared, because I don't know how I'm going to hide this, how I can hide this from the players so they don't realize I took the money. So, the bus is finally coming up here. But guys, now I got fired, which means I'm never coming back here again. I said, thanks for the job, because this is the last time we're working together. But guys, he just left here. He said, you're horrible. You spent the whole afternoon doing nothing. Look, that's not exactly what happened. It's just that he doesn't know the truth yet, and I hope he never finds out. But guys, he's going up front, so I'm going back to my house. And guys, you can see that now I have a lot of money. I have enough money to buy a mansion in the game, a brand new car, and I can do this 20 times. That's how much money I have now. But guys, now I'm heading to bed, because tomorrow I basically need to think of better ways to spend the money, to avoid wasting it as much as possible. But guys, now everyone is sleeping here, but this friend of mine is building his house, and I'm coming over to help him, because he's been building this house for a long time. But in return, he's going to have to help me spend this money, because it's so much money I don't even know how I'm going to spend it. I said, I'll help you, but then you help me spend this gold I got. Guys, he's basically going to have to help me do that, and he's looking at it, and he just agreed. Guys, he didn't even ask how I got it. He basically doesn't even care, and now he went back to building his house. But guys, I'm going to help him do it, especially because I don't have a job anymore, so I have to pretend I'm working so this gold doesn't look suspicious, because if I suddenly show up with this money, I'm sure I'll be investigated. But guys, now the sun is coming up. You can see it's finally getting light, and now we finally finished this house. The house is perfect, and now he's going to have to help me spend this money. He said, throw it all away. Gold is useless. Guys, he just doesn't know what he's talking about. This gold is good for so many things. It's way more valuable than money. So my friend really doesn't know what he's saying. He said, wait, is that real gold? How did you get that? Well, I basically got it from mining, but it was from the forbidden level that I shouldn't have gone to at all. But guys, the player just woke up and is coming here to pick people up. He's in that bus, and guys, all the players players will have to come here. But guys, I want to know what level he's going to today, because I have no idea. But now he's coming to the front to pick up more people, specifically the Blue House player and also basically one of my friends. He said, "I'm going, see you." Guys, looks like he's leaving, and actually, he climbed up top. Guys, he's the first person besides me to go up there, because I was always the one who went up. Now the player showed up here, got inside, but guys, I'm a little scared they'll find out the truth. So because of that, I'm going to follow them, but obviously I'm not going to follow them on foot. I'm coming to my house because I have a pretty interesting car here. Perfect, I'm coming up front, and guys, I'm going to have to follow them without them knowing, to find out the truth about what's going on. I want to know what level they're going to, because if they go to level 50, they're basically going to find out what I just did. But guys, they're coming to the front like usual. They arrived right here. But guys, the boss got out of the car to say something. He said, "Attention, we're going to level 50 today." Okay, alright guys, this is terrible, because I already took care of that level. I got everything that was in that level, and now there's simply nothing left. He just arrived at level 50, and you can see there's nothing inside. Everything disappeared. But guys, he's really scared, because he wasn't expecting that, and he's probably going to suspect that it was me who did it. But guys, this friend of mine just got here. Now the boss is looking at him. He said, "Do you know who did this? The person who did it now has a lot of gold." Guys, I think he knows who did it, because it was me, and I probably shouldn't have told him that it was me, because now I'm basically going to get arrested. He said, "I don't know, but it might have been me." Guys, he's basically turning himself in on Roblox. I don't know why he's doing that. Even the player is watching this. Guys, this is really weird. He said, "It wasn't you. You're not smart enough to do something like that." Okay guys, I better get out of here before they suspect it was me who did it. So I'm going back to my house, and guys, I have to find a way to hide my gold, because I have a lot of gold, but I don't know where I'm going to hide it, since eventually I'm going to be investigated. Basically, I have to find a way to make sure this is never found, and for that, I have several choices and options. I can basically hide it under the couch. I could also just hide it on the roof where they probably wouldn't see it. Or maybe I could leave it underwater, which is the least likely place they'd look. Guys, I doubt they would ever find it there, so that's exactly where I'm going to hide it. But first, I'm going out to spend some of this money. But guys, the bus is right here, but now it's coming back here because apparently it just wants to talk to me. Guys, this is terrible. He's already suspicious that it was me. He said, "Hey, let me see your inventory." Guys, I'm not going to let him see it, because if he sees my inventory, he'll find out the truth. I said, "No, I have privacy. I'm not going to show the items I'm carrying. Seriously, I'm not going to show what I'm carrying, because what I carry is mine." But guys, he got mad. He said, "Show me now or I'll report you to the police." Look, it's fine if he reports me, because I can just hide the gold, so I'll let him go ahead and report me here in Roblox. Guys, he's so mad that he went back there to actually report me. Guys, this is really weird. I didn't think he'd get so mad that he'd report me. But now I want to buy a new car and also a new house, because this car of mine is really simple, and my house is really small too. I need a bigger house to hide my money. So guys, I just got this car, and I'm heading up front to the Brookhaven dealership. So guys, I'm coming up front, and the bus is really back there at the Brookhaven police station because he's reporting me. But guys, I just arrived here, and apparently the person who's going to help me is basically a friend of mine. He said, "I have several jobs." Yeah, I noticed he has a bunch of jobs. But anyway, I want a really expensive car. I said, "Get a really good car." Guys, I want him to get a really interesting car, a car that's worth buying. So he got this Ferrari that looks really nice, but I think it's still not the perfect car. Then he brought out this other car that looks way more interesting. I said, "I want that one, and now let me choose the second car." Seriously, I want to pick a second car. Guys, he even got surprised. He said, "Do you have money for all of this?" Look, believe it or not, now I have money for all of it. So he's bringing more cars, and guys, this one looks interesting. I said, "This one, seriously, this one is already perfect." But guys, now he's going to get this car from me. He said, "It's $1 million. Look, I'm going to hand him this gold. I don't know how much gold is in there, but now he took it." He said, "Look, there's $50 million in gold here. I'm just going to take 1 million. Guys, he's only taking 1 million because that's the price for the car. So he gave me the rest back, and now he just got a ton of gold. Guys, I'm sure he's super happy he made the sale because he's getting a lot of money. Perfect. Now I have these two cars. He's going to have to help me take them home, which for now is still my old house, but later I'll buy a better one. So guys, he's also arriving here. He's driving a Bugatti, and he almost crashed. You can tell he doesn't drive very well. I'm even a little scared of him driving my car because I'm afraid he's going to crash it. But guys, now I'm heading up front to show him where my house is. So guys, he's finally arriving here, and he's going to have to park my car right inside this part. Guys, now I have several cars. This is just amazing. He said, "Hey, someone's spying on you." Guys, he said something really serious, but I'm looking around and I don't see anyone spying on me, except actually there's someone right up there, just watching everything I do, and he actually works for the FBI. Guys, this is terrible. Something tells me this player reported me to the FBI because I stole the gold. But guys, he probably doesn't know that because I have to hide the gold as fast as possible. Now the player went back to his job here in Brookhaven. But guys, now I'm going to leave this car inside because I really have to find a way to hide the gold as quickly as I can, because soon they're going to start investigating to find out what's really going on. So I'm parking my car right back here. I'm going to have to hide all my gold. Perfect. I closed the garage. But guys, guys, there are very few places to hide it, but first I have to close the curtain because he's watching everything. Perfect, I closed it. But guys, I had a genius idea. I basically have to climb up here just like this. And now I placed all my money here. There are $10 million in each chest. Now I have to get out of here and just turn off the light to keep them from seeing this. But guys, it's really hard for them to notice this. Actually, it's going to be impossible. But guys, the FBI is right here, and something tells me they're about to raid my Roblox house to investigate what's going on here. But guys, out of nowhere there's a police officer right here, and something tells me he's waiting for the right moment to break into my house. But guys, there's a helicopter coming. I don't know why so many people are showing up here, thinking I'm going to escape from my house. But now he's coming to the front, and this police officer is also coming, because they want to investigate everything that's happening. Guys, now the officer is coming inside. I'm going up front to answer them and see what they want in Roblox. The officer said, let's go upstairs now. Alright, I just raised my hands to avoid problems, avoid getting arrested, because it would be really unfair if I got arrested. He said, I'm going to search your whole house. I'm going to find the gold. Look, I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think that's impossible. But now he went upstairs to see if the gold is in my room, but there's nothing unusual here. So now he's coming down, but there's a problem. He's coming into this room, and you can see there are a bunch of cars here, but the gold is hidden up there, and it's very unlikely he's going to notice that in Brookhaven. He's looking at my trophies, but that has nothing to do with the gold I just got. But now he finally came back. He said, oh, it wasn't him who stole the gold. That boss made us waste our time. Guys, I finally proved my innocence, even though I'm not innocent. Now they finally went back. They're basically heading downstairs. Guys, they all left, and now I'm finally free. But guys, now you can see I'm really rich. I have a super expensive house. I don't even hide how much money I have anymore. People don't even know how I got all this money. But all my money is hidden right here in this part of Roblox. And if you didn't know, I hired a personal bodyguard here in the city, because you can tell it's that same player who was investigating me before in Roblox. Now he's my bodyguard. I'm simply the richest person in the city. And guys, if you want to add me on Roblox, just click the join button, and then I'll add you on Roblox.